I was driving across the Bay Bridge um, in Maryland a couple of months ago because I had business in another county down there. For those of y'all that don't live in Maryland, the Bay Bridge is what connects Anne Arundel County to I think it's either Washington County. It was one of the counties that starts with a W. It's like in the middle of nowhere in Maryland. But it connects to the other side of Maryland, and most people take this bridge when they're headed toward Ocean City. Now, when me and my friends met in Virginia, we were deciding if we were going to go to Ocean City or Virginia Beach, and we decided on Virginia Beach because at the time, two people, two of my friends, Troy and Israel, lived around that area. Which, funny enough, Troy disappeared and vanished. I don't know what the fuck happened to that guy. If any of y'all know what happened to Troy, let me know. Hopefully, it's nothing bad, but nonetheless, we ended up going to Virginia Beach instead. Now, ironically, shortly after I got back to Maryland, I had some business down in that other county near where the Bay Bridge is. Now, I didn't go across the Bay Bridge. Well, no, I did at first, but I was in a hurry to get to where I was going, so I didn't really notice the weird energy. Now, on my way back to Towson, okay, it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving back, and everything just felt weird. And as I'm driving over the bridge, my inner voice told me to look down. So I turn the autopilot on, and then I start looking down underneath the bridge. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on, but something feels weird about this area. There's something underneath the bridge. Now, I haven't watched the footage, but allegedly, from what people were telling me, something like crashed into. And this is what surprised me, right? I woke up, and somebody I was texting, they sent me a message saying that the Bay Bridge collapsed. That like a ship ran into the Bay Bridge and it collapsed. And it surprised me because the Bay Bridge is fucking huge, man. I didn't even think it was possible for it to collapse, especially not if a ship hits it. Now, for those of y'all that have seen ships in real life, right? Some ships are like the size of cities. Well, not bigger cities. I mean, they look like the size of cities. I mean, ships are fucking huge, man. Especially if you've ever seen an aircraft carrier. Those fuckers is huge, right? Well, aircraft carriers are the size of cities, but small cities anyways. So, I mean, ships are huge, but the Bay Bridge is huge. So, it's like, it was beyond, see, certain shit you just gotta see in real life, guys. Like, I know it sounds like I'm exaggerating, but with the ship thing, I'm kind of exaggerating. They're not literally the size of cities, but they're fucking huge. And the Bay Bridge is even huger. So, it's kind of incomprehensible to me how something that fucking big could just collapse like that, right? But you have to see it in real life to understand why that's astonishing. Nonetheless, my inner voice was telling me when I crossed it the second time that there was something weird, just something didn't feel right underneath the bridge. Now, it could have been my inner voice telling me that, that the ship was unstable and that it was going to crash someday. I never went back to fact check or verify it. I did want to go back because there's an area around there where you can swim. I did want to go back and kind of do a more in-person investigation, but, I didn't, I got occupied with other shit and eventually I forgot about it. You guys saw in the screenshot, the thumbnail for this video, after I found out what happened, I sent Glenn I showed him the picture of the comments, and then I sent Glenn a message. See, I told you there was something under that bridge. Just a short little video, man, nothing serious. This is real life, guys. The inner voice is overpowered, and everybody has it. Now, 7 people allegedly are missing from the collapse. I guarantee you, all 7 of those people, their inner voices told them not to cross that bridge. Now, as somebody that's crossed that bridge several times, let me tell you, man, you don't just have 7 people crossing that bridge. You usually have hundreds. So the fact that there was so little casualties, that lets me know that a good portion of people had a feeling, do not cross the bridge right now. And they didn't. And that's probably what saved their lives. If you get it, you get it, man. If you don't, you probably never will. I'll see you guys the next time I make a video.